Okay, hi everyone. Today's activity that I've got is aimed for our Year 3 students. It's based on symmetry in nature. As we all know, maths is more than simply adding, subtracting, multiplying and dividing numbers. Our students need to see how maths is connected with everyday life. A fantastic example of this is symmetry. To show the children what symmetry is, we need to keep it simple by starting with reflection or mirror symmetry. The best way to show this to the children is with pictures of natural symmetry, such as, I've got some here, some butterflies, snowflakes, and also starfish and flowers. Children might not realise that these things they see in everyday life actually are symmetrical. As teachers, we must explain to the children what makes these images symmetrical, and we need to make it clear to them how each side of the image is exactly the same and how a line of symmetry can be drawn on that image. The best way to do that is to simply take one of those pictures, fold it in half and draw a line of symmetry on it, just like this one. We then need to explain to the children how some objects have more than just one line of symmetry. They can be folded in different ways to make different symmetrical lines. I've got a couple of examples here. Things like this should be shown to the students just to make it clear. This is just a simple shape and again a flower. It's important that the students need to understand the difference between a symmetrical object and an asymmetrical object. As we all know, the asymmetric objects do not have identical sides and a line of symmetry cannot be drawn on them. The best way to show this to students is again with another visual aid. Got some here, asymmetrical images. Here's a tree and something that every student's going to like, some paw prints. Students just need to be shown how those images, they're not the same on both sides. You cannot draw a line of symmetry down them, and that should make it clear for them. For the class activity, there needs to be a selection of symmetrical images printed that the students can come and select from. Take these images back to their desks, draw as many lines of symmetry on them as they can find, and then once they've all done that, class can all show each other what they've got, what they've created, and we'll put them up on the wall so everyone can come and have a look at what they've done. The second part of the activity is for the students to create their own symmetrical image. First, the class should discuss how they think they might do this. There's a couple of different options, one of which is to simply just use some paint. Paint an image and fold a piece of paper in half while the paint is still wet. I'm sure you all know what this is, and we've all done it, but just in case, just something like this. Very simple. If the student isn't too creative or they don't feel like being too creative for the day, that's a nice easy one for them to get on with. Another option is simply folding a piece of paper in half or in quarters and cutting shapes out into it with scissors. That creates something like this. It's a bit of fun. Right? The kids might enjoy it. Something different for them to do. The third option, if they don't want to do either of those two, is have a selection of images printed where the image is half created and they just hand draw the second half, making a symmetrical image. Just things like this one. Once they've created their image, they just need to mark all of the lines of symmetry on it, and again, we'll show the class, have a class discussion, put the pictures up with the other ones so they can all have a look. For the third part of the activity, as homework, to show that the students have understood what symmetry is, they need to go home and find an object that they can take a picture of, or a picture that's already created, or something symmetrical that they can then bring into class with the lines of symmetry marked on it to show all their classmates what they've got. Now, the best thing to do is before the end of the day, before the students go home, you just need to have a classroom discussion so everyone can start telling everyone what they think they might have at home, ideas of what they might be able to get pictures of that they think are symmetrical, just so the students have an idea what to look for when they get home. And obviously the next day, they'll bring these pictures in, discuss as a class and show the class what everyone's got, and put the pictures up. I think this activity is a fantastic way to engage the students in a fun activity that shows them what symmetry is and how it is all around us in nature in everyday life. Great, thank you.